Welcome to AccountKit Workflow. In this session we're going to look at the daily plan, and further than that we're going to look at reminders within the daily plan. So where can you find your daily plan? So when you log into AccountKit on your dashboard, you will find the daily plan here. You can add reminders directly from here if you wanted to. So say we wanted to pick up pizza on the way home, you can add that directly to your list from here. Now the other place you'll find the daily plan is directly here. So when you click this little pop-out will appear. Now that is available throughout AccountKit no matter where you are. No matter which tool, you can always access it from this top left little button here where the 1, 2, 3 list displays, and it'll just pop up over the top, which is great. So you always have it at your fingertips. But let's jump into the workflow part and we'll show you how it interacts with workflow. So when you open up the daily plan in workflow, you'll notice that it pops off to the side, and this is for two reasons. One, it's easily accessible off to the side and pins it there, and as well it allows you to say if you wanted to add jobs from your list, you can then allocate them just by dragging and dropping in here. So we're just going to drag a few jobs in here, make sure that they're on there. Going to make sure we stock up on biscuits for the Bicky tin, and then that looks pretty good to me. Now you can then pop it out like before, but you can pop it back like that again if you need to. So what we're going to do is just minimize this and show you another way to add some tasks to the daily plan. So you'll see at the end of each task there is the option to add to the daily plan here, and you'll notice that it stays grey, but say you wanted to add this one to the list, what that does is then tick it off as being green, which is great to see. So also if you wanted to add very specific tasks within a job, the same option is available here as well. So you'll see the 3 dotted lines in the list here, so you can add cleaning services and road freight services here for this TPAR lodgement tool here. And then if we jump back to the daily plan, you'll see that these now pop up here, and it actually displays the task name here as well with the client. So now that we've done that, if you wanted to add a reminder indirectly to the daily plan, you can add it here. So you can add reminder right here. It automatically allocates to you because reminders are very personal in terms of how they display, and then you can allocate a due date and whether there's a priority associated with that. So you can just add that in and that'll appear up here. Reminders always at the top of your workflow. So how the daily plan works is, the way we've designed it is that when you come in the morning or at the start of your week, you sit down with your coffee and you make a list of what you're going to do that week, what you're going to do that day, and then you can tick it off as you go. We've specifically designed the daily plan to fulfill that role, so it is digital, so it's all in here, so you're not having to have paper anywhere, and you can keep track of it as you're working through your week. So say we went through and we completed this TPAR lodgement, and we definitely made sure that we checked whether there was any cleaning or road freight services associated with that. We also stocked up on the Bicky tin, so our staff are very happy. But that's all we got done for today, so there's definitely a few items that we didn't tick off, and the pizza's on the way home, so we're not going to tick that off until we come in the next day, unless you're accessing this at home and continuing to work with a piece of pizza in your mouth when you get home. So say you move across to tomorrow, what that does is that then removes all the ticked off items from the previous day off the list. This is great, because what it does is then keeps you accountable to what you actually had left on your list, and you can pick that up the next day. Say you get home and you got your pizza, come the next day, awesome, tick that off. And then what you can then do, if you do need to check stuff that you did do the previous day, say you have a missing entry in your timesheet that you didn't know what you did, you can come back and then check what you actually did that day. So it is quite handy for keeping track and keeping yourself accountable for what work you have to do. But that's the daily plan. It's a great tool, definitely integrates well with workflow, and something to get excited about, because everyone gets excited about workflow. Now what you can do is get in touch with us and book a demo if you wanted to see more. If you have any questions, you can reach out to AccountKit support, and I would recommend checking out the other workflow videos to see how you can get the most out of AccountKit workflow. But that's all for this one, but we'll see you in the next one.